Well, guys, it may be time to write a requiem mass for the Democratic Party. This party is just about done, folks. Nobody likes the Democratic Party. You know, the American people outright rejected the Democratic Party in the 2024 election, guys. It was the worst defeats for Democrats at the presidential level since 1988. Yes, Trump won everything. Everything. The Republicans actually took over the Senate, got the majority, 53 seats. And I believe, folks, come 2026, it's only going to expand more. Nobody likes the Democratic Party, man. I said it before, man. This is not the Bill Clinton Democrats. Actually, you know what, guys? I was actually looking at something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it brought me to the Blue Dog Coalition, who is supposed to be, you know, more right-leaning Democrats. Back in the 1990s, actually, I don't even think it was even 1990s, guys, to tell you the truth. I believe it was probably 15 years ago. In the House, there was 55 members of the Blue Dog Coalition for the Democrats. Right now, guys, it's currently sitting at 10. Yes, the Democrats have went so far left. They only have 10 members now that are Blue Dogs. That's it. And two of them are actually right here in Texas. We actually talked about them, Henry Cuellar and Vicente Gonzalez. And we know that Henry Cuellar, he's not a pro-abortionist. He's actually criticized Democrats for having open borders. Yeah, he's one of the last of his breed, man. I mean, once he's gone, man, those type of Democrats are just going to be gone, man. The Democratic Party is a socialist party. That's just what it is, man. And the American people have outright rejected socialism on a national level. Now, of course, you know, you still got pockets of states out there like California, Massachusetts, you know, they love socialism. Vermont, you know, Bernie country up there. Yeah. But right now, guys, CNN, they have delivered some brutal news to Democrats, man. Nobody likes you. Nobody does. Now, also, there was actually a poll here, and let's go ahead and jump into it over here. You guys can see this first. I want you guys to watch this first here. And this is on Meet the Press right here. And look right there, man. It says direction of the country. Right now, 44% of Americans believe that we are going the right direction. You may be thinking, wait a minute, what? That sounds kind of low. No, it's not. This is actually the highest it's been in 20 years. Watch this.
First of all, the mood of the country. This really jumped out. We ask folks, is it on the right direction or the wrong direction? That 44%, you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it...
Check this out, man. In November, it was sitting at 27% because Biden was in office. Trump comes in, it's jumped, 17 points right there. That's astonishing.
Actually hit 44 or higher January of 2004. So a lot of this is Republicans, but independents, that number is also up since the election on the direction of the country. First of all,
yeah. So you guys saw that right there, man. Trump has come in and people have a better outlook on the country. However, guys, we need to get into this right here, man. This is absolutely astonishing right here because now the Democratic Party, man, is in big trouble. Watch this clip.
Good morning. Welcome Inside Politics Sunday. I'm Manu Raju. First up this morning, a brand new exclusive CNN poll that paints a brutal reality for Democrats as they struggle to mount a unified opposition to President Trump. Americans' favorable views of the Democratic Party's brand are at a record low, just 29%. That's compared to 36% for Republicans.
And you know what, man? And this is with the mainstream media still running cover for Democrats. The mainstream media is not going to say hardly anything good about Republicans ever. And the Republicans are beating them by 7 points, and the Democrats are in the gutter.
It is the lowest ever recorded for Democrats in CNN polling going back more than 30 years. As you can see, the party's numbers dropping a staggering 20 points in just 4 years. The CNN SRSR's poll also found 57% of Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters are more interested in seeing their party leaders stop the GOP agenda, compared to 42% who are more interested in cutting bipartisan deals.
Okay. Now, when I look at this right here, back in 2017, the Democrats, 74% said they wanted them to work with the GOP. Now, this time around, it's only 42%. You want to know why? I believe the Democrats have lost a ton of voters. So now their primary voting base is nothing more than the far left, who are socialists, and therefore the majority of their voting base does not want to work with GOP. They don't want to do it, man.
It is a big shift from where the party stood at the start of Trump's first term in 2017. Now, this survey was taken before this week's tumultuous battle over funding the government, which resulted in one of the ugliest intra-party Democratic disputes in years, and left many in the party lobbying furious attacks at Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer, who ultimately reversed course and let a GOP bill funding the government become law in order to avert a shutdown. Now a bitter round of finger-pointing is taking shape after Democrats failed to get a single concession from the GOP, despite having their first piece of leverage to fight back against Trump. Now the big question, where does a party in deepening turmoil and in open warfare go from here?
Yeah, they're fighting each other, man. The Democrats are fighting each other. I mean, Chuck Schumer, man, there's talk about AOC coming for a seat up there in New York because he folded to Trump and the GOP. Yeah, they didn't like that, man. They did not like that. Let's watch another clip here too, guys. Check out this little clip here from MSNBC.
Our new NBC News poll, as you just saw, shows the Democratic Party at an all-time low approval rating. Why do you think Democrats are failing to connect with Americans at this critical moment of urgency, which you describe?
Well, it's what I just talked about. I mean, I think Americans want the Democratic Party to stand up and fight and to take risks. Listen, I understand that had we gone into a shutdown, even for a handful of days, it would have been difficult, but it would have sent a message that the Democratic Party is not going to be bullied by Donald Trump. We are not going to let them write spending bills unilaterally that cut programs for people we care about, that give the president new and extraordinary power. I think Democrats in this country, but I think the broad middle of the public as well, want to see our party fighting in exceptional ways. That is the conversation that has to happen inside of the Democratic Party, inside our caucus. And if we don't get that right, if we continue to work with Republicans, if we continue to hand Donald Trump more power, we are going to lose our democracy.
Yeah, so you guys heard that right there, man. This party is lost. Completely lost, man. They have no leader whatsoever. Now, look at this here, man. Down here, they already mentioned how pathetic the Democratic Party is. But right down here, man, check this out. CNN further reports that when asked in an open-ended question to name the Democratic leader they feel best reflects the core values of the party, 10% of Democratic aligned adults name AOC. She got the most support. She's a socialist. Kamala Harris, 9%. Another socialist. 8%. Bernie Sanders, another socialist, man. The top three socialists got the most support from Democrats. It's still not a lot. I mean, Barack Obama, man, he's definitely fallen from grace, man. 4% for him, and Jasmine Crockett also as well. Chuck Schumer, 2%. He is the leader of the Democrats in the Senate. Yeah, the Democrats, man, they are rudderless, man. Rudderless. This party, man, definitely needs to get back to the center, man. But I'm just going to be real, man. It's not going to happen. This party will never, ever, ever get back to the center. I mean, just look at the DNC leadership, man. They put up a bunch of far leftists and Marxists as their leaders at the DNC. So, folks, if you think that the Democrats are actually going to put up a moderate Democrat to run in 2028, you are gravely mistaken, folks. You're gravely mistaken. Now, the Democrats, man, when they put in Kamala Harris, man, I believe they crossed over that threshold of being ultra woke. Because think of this, man. Do you guys really think that the Democrats are going to put up a white man to run for president after they put up Kamala Harris? I don't think that's going to happen, man. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they may try to force, it's going to be somebody radical. We already know that. So this time around, man, they may actually get a extremely radical actual black woman, because Kamala Harris ain't black. It may be a Jasmine Crockett, man. It may be a Jasmine Crockett. I mean, think of this, guys. She is super far left. She's a woman and she's black. I mean, she hit every single woke point right there, man. And she's out there. She's out of her mind, too, by the way. I mean, this woman said we needed illegal aliens because we need them to basically clean our toilets and stuff like that. Yeah, pit the food. This party's lost, man. The Democrats are done. I mean, if you're still supporting Democrats at this point, man, you still voting Democrat? Why? Why? This is not the 1990s Democrats, man. This, dare I say, this ain't even the 2000s Democrats. This party's lost, man. This is a socialist, Leninist party, man. Wow. Gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.